What's up, YouTube? It is NQ Scalper Mom, and I have another quick trade recap video for you today, Monday, August the 4th, 2025. I'm going to make this really quick. So basically, here's my chart. Let me take this off. Okay, here's my chart. Here was my first trade a few minutes before the opening bell. So this is like 22 after the hour right here. And I fat fingered myself into a short, a complete mistake. I was not meaning to do it, just kind of watching the market at the beginning or waiting on the open, trying to make sure everything was in place, like my automated strategies, my risk tools, things like that. But I did mistakenly enter myself into a short. I tried not to panic, tried to see if I was going to get back to break even. I did not get back to break even, so ended up getting out here a couple of bars later. All right, so at that point I noticed, well, wow, we have another pullback into the moving average. That's a setup. So I said, okay, let me go ahead and I'll just go ahead and take that. So here was my entry here, and I based my stop based on this tail here. So I had that there. All right. So unfortunately, on this bar, I almost made it to my target. Unfortunately, it just stopped me out right here. So that was it. Now, I guess I was thinking, oh, this is my second trade. And I was just kind of freaked out about it. So, but I really could have taken the next setup because this actually did work. And I have been looking at these little tight range, opening range trades, how if you have that tight range like that, and then it just kind of you have that tight range, up, down, and then it just shoots up like that. I mean, just shoots up, and boy, did it shoot up. So that is what I have been kind of looking at, and that's what I was hoping for. Maybe had I looked to the left and maybe used a lower pivot, but I didn't do that. But I just got stopped out. It didn't work. I could have tried again, but I didn't. So that was it. Those were my trades for the day. Now, so this is how I graded myself. Check for only trading one account. Check for only trading 3 micros. Check for following my entry criteria for a defined setup. Check for following my exit criteria. And of course, that's on the one trade that I intended to be in. I'm not going to penalize myself on the trade that I fat fingered myself into, the one that was just a complete mistake. Only 2 trades allowed per day and done. I did that. So what I improved upon today: I correctly entered the setup, I correctly used the risk reward tool, and correctly use the automated strategy within NinjaTrader. Changes I need to make going forward: I need to be more careful not to mistakenly enter trades. Easiest money trade of the day, it'll still be the 20 MA bounce. Had I re-entered, I could have re-entered for a huge trade. Overall, how did you do? I did great following the rules. However, I need to be more careful with the careless, unintended entries. That's pretty much it. Now, off to the side, I do have my daily checklist. So I have my Guardian Angel Trader. I have to make sure I have that properly completed with a daily loss and position size, making sure I only trade 3 micros, that I only trade MNQ and not mistakenly trade NQ. All of that I can do within this software, which is great. Perform some type of pre-market preparation, and I guess that's what I was doing when I was outlining and noticing the tight range that we were in before the open. Double check the ATM strategy, double check the risk reward tool. Okay, yeah, I need to double check all that. All right, well, not a terrible day. I do want to correct those careless mistakes, but all in all, I think I did okay. Anyway, I hope that you all had a great day as well. I know we have a little bit of news tomorrow. Hopefully that'll give us some more interesting price action than what we had today, but we shall see. Regardless of what we have, I hope that you trade safely and that you trade well. Thanks for joining me, and I will catch you on the next video.